before this video begins, I want to say I have an outlet. I have a means to say, hey, this person is impersonating me. Don't trust them. And then people, have their choice to whether or not to trust them. The reason why I'm making this video is because this person has impersonated multiple people, not just me. And that's where I have a problem with it. In a game where the community is already so unforgiving, so callous to their fellow man, I don't like it when people go out of their way to impersonate others. Not even impersonate others. This person has multiple videos where they take screenshots of of players' families and roasts them. Like, that's where I started to have a problem with it. And he did it so much to the point where I thought it was an inside joke between the two of them. I thought every party that was involved was cool with it. But that is not the case. I recently talked to the man that I guess was harassed the most, and he said this was never an okay thing. According to the gentleman that I talked to, this person has impersonated his friends and got them to quit. He did it so much to the point where he's the only person that's doing this now. So you'll start to notice a trend of, also I'm a fucking asshole here too, so you'll start to notice a trend of people that I don't give attention to start to become the biggest assholes on the community. And this is no surprise with Baku also. Let's see, I remember when you were the top DBO YouTuber, pulling thousands of views. Everyone loved you. Well, everyone is not as much as it used to be. And then this is the preface to Baku. Oh, hey, alright. And this is one of the most recent messages that I sent to him. This dude would add me to a group chat. I had to block him so that he would stop adding me to the same group chat. I know this is definitely copy pasta material. If you want to use it as copy pasta, I have no qualms with it. I think it's a funny message. But I'll read it out. If there was any slight chance that we'd be friends, you've ultimately ruined. Like, this dude would always send me to the same group chat, and it got so there's multiple group chats that this dude heads, and he does the same thing with me and every single person that isn't cool with him. And he showed me some really cool things. Like, there was some, like, he showed me one of the, like, how cool the mod, how much the mod has progressed in terms of PC and Android. And I'm like, hey, yeah, that's cool. But the negatives outweigh the positives. This was coming at a point in my life where I was at the busiest. I was at, like, my worst because I was working the whole time. And every time I didn't show this dude attention, he would spam me. You're going to see this. Much like this, he would spam me with the same message. It got to the point where I had to mute I deleted Messenger for a certain amount of time just so I didn't have to see his messages, because I didn't want to outright block him until this point. And I've talked with this dude before. At the beginning, he seemed like a good guy, but at this point, after all of the people that he's impersonated, after all of the people that aren't even related to the people that he's impersonating, so like wives, children, this dude would make fun of them, of other players, wives and children of other players. This dude would make fun of them. And it comes off creepy and disingenuous. And this offer will always stand. If you need to talk seriously, I am always here, as I am for every single person. It is just the case that I have other things to do throughout the day. During this time, I had a very important internship, and this is why I was so annoyed with so many messages. Like, I would get spammed right before going to sleep because I'd have to wake up early around like 6 o'clock to get ready. And at that point, he would just spam me so much. It was unbelievable. Alright, and then this was the first screenshot. Alright, and then this is also some, I guess, background information. This dude says that the community is super toxic, right? And there's nothing wrong with claiming that. What? Oh, and this was around the time where Bora free gems, you had to pay to get into that. And thankfully, people on like Vietnamese players, they all hopped up on that and they destroyed it. But you can't claim that the community is toxic when you actively participate in making the community even more toxic than ever. Impersonating people is not cool. Like I said, if you impersonate me as a joke, I'm fine with it. I have the means to say, hey, this is not me. If you fall for people like this, then I don't know what to tell you. But this dude impersonates more. This dude. Excuse me, I forgot to go water. This dude impersonates more than just me. It's just that I'm the only person that can speak up about it because nobody else will either believe them or it doesn't really matter to that person. And this dude has made multiple people quit. So this was after I sent that bomb. Oh no, this was before. So this was before I sent that bombshell of a message, and this was after. He said, "What's your problem?" to when I sent it was the orange screenshot. Please scroll back to read it again. So he said, "What's your problem?" in response to me dropping that in the group chat and then leaving. And I've told this person multiple times what is wrong and what is not. And even after this conversation, nothing changed. And this is where I find it to be super creepy. As you know, I took a huge, I quit the game for about, 6 years, 4 years. And during this time, this dude would hit me up. And this was when I was just coming back again, like in March. This was when I was just coming back again. And this dude would search me up online and say, "Hey, I found you online. Isn't that cool? Oh my god." I even said, I even called him out, that's weird as fuck that you were searching up my name. And that should not be happening. And this dude deflected all of it. That's when I stopped. That's when I stopped talking with this dude. Pretty much since now. There was another conversation where hopefully it was serious to him because it was serious to me, where I didn't talk to him for a good 2 months after this. And he goes, "Oh, you just started texting me after 2 months? That's kind of weird." And I'm like, "Dude, you don't understand how much you spammed me, how toxic you are, to use your own words, to the community." And I think a 2-month break was not enough. I think it should have been 2 years or something. It should have been a whole fucking One Piece time skip. This is a screenshot of the gentleman that I had a conversation with. And this is the person where I said I thought he did it so much that I thought that he was okay with it. And he was not. This dude even said, "I have seen tons of people quit because of him. He tried to make me quit a few years ago." So this dude would impersonate him and try to scam people using his name. And he's still doing it. He still does it because I don't know. I don't know. Maybe his mother did not hug him at all. And it's very, very sad. And I would like to say, as a closing statement, the reason why I left the game wasn't because of this, but it's one of the reasons why I never wanted to come back. There were so many people that have impersonated me in the past. I was thinking about this while I was working out. So the first person, and you'll see a pattern. You'll see a pattern of me not giving that person attention and them just turning into a villain overnight. And I'm sorry, I don't have the time for everything. I barely have enough time to make this video. I'm gonna be late for work at this rate. But there's so many people that have been there's so many people that harass me because because I just make videos. Or I don't know, because I don't send them attention. And these are people that you don't see because I don't want to show that on this channel. I think it's terrible for me to have this as an outlet just for drama. I don't ever want to do that. But when you include other people's wives, other people's children, and other people that do nothing to you, that's when I have a problem. Because I want this community to be great. And if you're gatekeeping, if you're one of the gatekeepers to making this community as best as it can be, then I would like to put all of the information that I have and speak on it. Back to what I was saying, there were so many people that would harass me online. The very first one that I have recollection of, I don't want to say his whole name, but I'll say JP Blood Gaming. That dude was really cool. I wish I could talk to that dude again. But it first started off with, I was in school and stuff like that. The thing is, I tried to contact people as much as possible because I know people's time are valuable. And so I try to contact as much as you contact me. But the thing is, I just can't get to every single person. And in this case, he didn't like that I didn't contact him at all as much as he contacted me. And it turned into him. I forget most of it, but it was harassing me. It was like just making memes of me, and that's okay. That was cool because it only stopped at me. It only stopped at me, and I was cool with that. And then he said lies and shit like that, but it only stopped at me. So that's why that wasn't as big of a deal. There was a person named Lord Call. I actually got into contact with that guy recently. He like grew up and stuff, and he's a good person now. Like, I actually trust that dude. There's a dude named Rahul, bro. Believe it or not. Not much came into that, but. And then there's the classic Vietnamese people that will use your account details. Like, I even had on my profile picture, only deal with the 3 major accounts, the Lord Akai, and Lord Akal. That Vietnamese dude used that same profile picture and tried to scam, and it's like, the profile picture itself exposes you before you even do the trade. Alright, this video is getting long. I'll try to make a list of accounts that he runs with. I'll try to... I mean, I just need to upload this video because I gotta get to work. But hopefully this doesn't need a follow-up. I don't want this channel to be part of drama. I detest it so much. The only drama that is good is the one on, like, TMOBI and events. That's the only time where I think drama is permissible, because it's a company. And we actively have to fight for our community. But when it's within the community itself, that's where I have a strong detestment for. I don't know if that's the right word. But yeah, dude, you're an absolute creep. I really hope you take these words to heart and get better. Because at this point, if you are still impersonating people, if you're still making fun of people for no reason, that isn't some haha funny XD type shit. That is some serious... Actually, I don't want to diagnose anything with mental health deficiencies, but... And I just did it by saying I don't want to do that. I am contradicting myself today. It is a new year, 2023. Let's get back into it. See ya.